stop.
Good stuff. Hey, you guys, I'm Katie Krause, and thanks for tuning in to ET Live. I am so excited today because Noah Cyrus is here, and what a week you have. You have the new EP coming out. You're heading on tour. I've gotten the chance to listen all the way through to Good Cry.
Oh, yeah. You got the
Fire.
link.
I got the link. How are you feeling right now?
I'm so stoked.
Yeah.
I'm like super happy. I wrote like a whole album already like a year ago, you know?
Right.
And then life kind of smacked me in the face a little bit, and I rewrote a ton of stuff and just made this EP on its own, like as a side thing. And I realized that like this EP and this type of music was like the music I wanted to be making. And you know, I don't know, I just rolled with it. And Good Cry, it's named after a song that I wrote that's on the EP, which is one of my favorite songs that I wrote on the EP. So yeah, I'm like beyond excited. Like, it's hard to explain because like it's just been like 2 years of like, okay, we're gonna put an album out here, and then we don't put the album out because I just wasn't ready.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I wanted to talk about. I had nothing to talk about until I like lived.
Right.
Lot, you know.
Well, what do you want people to take away lyrically and thematically from this album? Like, what have you learned?
I learned a lot about relationships in the past 2 years, coming out of one that I was in for 2 years. That, you know, there's obviously like ups and downs to a relationship, and I also struggle with heavy anxiety and depression, and that's pretty hard on the road too, plus a relationship, and all of this stuff is going on. And that's what inspired the record. Was every song was just from my heart about this relationship and about the way I was feeling, and just I didn't know how to communicate in any other way but my music. At this point, like, some of these songs I would send to my boyfriend at the time and would be like, I don't know how else to talk to you, here's a song. So I just like, the record's really personal. And obviously, like, I've had some of these songs like Mad at You that I wrote like a year ago. And so it's just like so exciting that they can all finally come out together, you know?
Yeah. As you mentioned, I mean, there are songs that really do dive into the whole anxiety of it, the heartbreak of it. Anything that you were worried to put on this record?
No, because like it's all honest. Like, there's nothing like, you know, I'm talking about myself. Like, I'm just talking about the way that I'm feeling and what I'm going through. But I know a lot of people from communicating with my fans on Instagram. We DM a lot, and we
Do you really?
Yeah, and we Twitter DM. We'll set like, I'll tweet like, I'm gonna DM and like whatever, and then we'll talk and have conversations, or like just go through Instagram DMs, and like then I kind of develop these friendships with them, and we start talking and checking up on each other, like, and so I don't know. I just want them to be able to. I know that they'll relate to this a lot because a lot of my fans are young and going through first loves, or, you know, maybe nothing compares to their first love or anything of that sort, that they can listen to this album and they can turn to this album and find something in this album.
Absolutely. Speaking of fans, I want to let you guys know to send in your questions right now.
Send us fan questions.
Because Noah's totally ready to take them and answer them. Let's go back to some of these. I feel like you've lived such an incredible life, but you're only 18 years old. How do you feel like growing up in the spotlight has influenced the music? I mean, do you feel like you've lived more of a life than most people?
I just think it's given me like, it's like I've been in music school my whole life.
Yeah.
But you would think that I'm like really like techie with music, and you'd think that I could like pull up on this iPad some beat real quick. I can't do that.
You can't?
No.
I feel like you could.
No. I can like play keyboard with 3 fingers on this hand and 1 finger on this hand, but other than that, like, I'm not, the nails get in the way for guitar, like, it's kind of, I don't know, but it definitely, like, harmonies are something that I like picked up on so early on in life that I fell in love with harmonies. My grandfather was in a quartet, so like I just like always loved harmonies. And so I put a lot of harmonies in my music because I just love them so much, and like that inspires me a lot. And like just growing up to all different genres. But I think the Good Cry EP was mostly inspired by like Kanye, Bon Iver, and like Alex Turner.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I was going to ask if your family influenced it or inspired it at all.
Of course. My dad is like my biggest musical influence, you know? So
yeah.
I definitely, he inspires me a ton. And
Yeah.
like I send him my records on.
Really?
Yeah, him and my mom are like the first people I'll like send a record to.
What do they think about this EP? Because it's so personal. Were they shocked to hear anything?
I think, you know what? I think my parents, they obviously knew I was going through a tough time in kind of every aspect, not knowing where I was going musically, like just music-wise and like direction and sound and everything, but also personally and through a relationship. And they were just super supportive, and they love every song on the record. And my dad is my biggest fan, and so is my mom, and like every song on the record they love. My dad had Mad at You down on guitar before like I had even finished like the production on the record. Like, yeah, he was playing it and blasting it on his speakers whenever it was just a tiny little demo record.
Yeah.
And he learned it within like 5 minutes. So he's definitely my like biggest supporter, and like I get a ton of like inspiration from him and his music.
Of course, there's only 6 songs on this EP. So how did you choose which 6 made it, and when did you finalize that decision?
It was weird. It kind of just happened. I like made Mad at You first, actually. Mad at You I've had for like a year.
Okay.
So like I didn't even know I was making an EP when I was making it. And then let's see, it goes, I think, Mad at You. I don't know, I'm giving out my track listing. But no, I didn't know I was making an EP, but like, I'm losing my train of thought. Sorry, what?
No, just how did you choose?
Because I'm starting to name my songs, and I haven't given the track list yet. I'm like realizing I'm blowing my EP. No, Good Cry I wrote like a couple months ago when I was in Bali, actually.
Oh wow.
And like, it was the night Avicii had passed away, actually. And I like stayed up all night like crying over that, and I had gotten into a fight with my ex, and everything was just kind of like tumbling down, and I was really, really far away. I'm rambling off, sorry guys. I was really, really far away from home, and I just wanted to like go to my mom's house and like cry, and it was a really heavy night.
Yeah.
And you know, everybody in America had just gotten the news that Avicii had passed, and I was going to sleep, and so like it was really just insane, and it was a really long night, and I stayed up till like 6 a.m. crying and ended up writing Good Cry. And I don't know, it all happened in different ways, but it kind of like each song was made, and then I'd be like, ooh, we should put that on an album someday.
Yeah.
And then we just like, they're basically all the most recent songs that I've written.
Did you know Avicii? No.
But it was a dream of mine to work with him.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite songs like ever written is Addicted to You. And so it was like a dream of mine to work with Avicii.
Yeah.
And I love him so much.
And
he's a legend.
Well, he's
Legends
so
never
young.
die,
He
yeah.
was so young, and then you have Mac Miller now, and it's been a hard time for music.
X and Lil Peep, they had a record together, and they just dropped that, which makes me really, really happy. And it was beautiful to hear their voices again. I like heard X talking on the record this morning whenever I heard it for the first time, and it was like so refreshing to hear him.
Yeah.
And like, rest in peace to the legends, bro. Mac Miller, Pete, X, Avicii, everybody.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to all the legends.
Yeah. We have some fan questions coming out that we're going to take really fast. Maria says, is Noah focusing on music, or is she going to start a new path with acting? Oh, I kind of like that question.
Ooh, Noah's focusing on music, but I'm also definitely like open to acting.
I would love to see you in a sitcom.
A sitcom?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay, like a Modern Family sitcom?
Yeah, because you're funny. Like you have the
Thank you.
You have the humor chops down. We're gonna get to more of these fan questions in just a second, but there's a song on the record that I'm obsessed with, and I don't want to give away the name. Can I?
Yeah, sure. I don't care.
Okay, it's called Topanga, and it's so raw.
It's out like in
it's out
48
soon.
hours. It's fine. Go ahead and blow it, girl.
This song though is gonna transform your career. I think like it's so real,
Wow,
it's so
thank you.
honest. Walk me through the writing process of that song.
Okay, well, you guys haven't heard Topanga, but I look at the screen. There's a screen here, you guys, and I'm looking at the screen as if you can see me through the screen. I'm sorry. Topanga's a one-take song.
It was done in one take.
Yeah, so Topanga, it's a voice memo off my friend Ilse's phone.
Uh-huh.
We were sitting on this, I have a green bench in my backyard, and I had gotten, I don't know, it's really, you'll hear it in the record. I got some news from a friend about, someone I used to be really close with, and it, was just like, oh wow, they're moving on, good for them, but it just hurt a little bit. And so I was like, please come over, I need to write a song. Can you bring your guitar? And so she just started playing the beginning of Topanga, and I just wrote the verses with her, like talking about like everything in Topanga, like the soap reference is about...
The one that got me.
The soap reference is about Trader Joe's peppermint soap.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so they're all very specific. Topanga is a huge part of that point in my life. And so that was my most recent song. I made it the voice memo, and I said, sorry, we're putting the voice memo on the album. I sent it to the A&R, and I said, let's put this on the album. My A&R is amazing. Her name is Jen Andrews, and I love her so much. She's like one of my best friends. But I texted her, and I was just like, yo, this has to go out as one take. So it's funny because there's a lot of crickets in Topanga because I recorded it at nighttime, and her phone, I wish I had my phone to show you, was on the ground, and then we were sitting on a bench like this, and she had the guitar. So we like to say it's Noah Cyrus featuring the crickets because they're louder than me. And like, rest in peace to the headphone users, because like it's gonna be really loud because the crickets are like...
It didn't bother me.
Blaring.
I felt like it made it really real.
I had a friend go, I feel like you should take the crickets out. And I go, well, I can't because they're real life crickets, and that was one take, and it's
What night
on
was
a
that?
phone.
Was that recent?
Yeah, that was about 2 weeks ago.
Oh my! So you really added a song that you did 2 weeks ago to this EP that comes out on Friday.
Yeah, and then Sadness, we just finished the production on Sadness like last Friday.
Oh my God! Speaking of sadness,
Sadness
with this sweatshirt, it says sadness.
Yes, this is my new Pizza Slime collab. It comes out today. I'm really excited. So go check it out. We have a ton of really fun outfits and stuff. I've never talked about my own like collab. I don't even know how to do this.
I love it. Well, I need some Good Cry merch, and I feel like this goes in line with that.
Oh yes, it definitely goes with the Good Cry merch.
Yeah.
I'll definitely send you this and the Good Cry merch. You gotta have both.
I need both.
My dad's a huge inspiration. I recreated my dad's merch from the 90s as my own merch. I'll show you after.
Wait, that's awesome.
So that's what's going on the Good Cry tour. And then also you guys will have to check Pizza Slime when they officially drop this. But I have a fun Billy Ray t-shirt in store for Pizza Slime, and it's personally my favorite of the collection.
Yeah.
So you guys definitely have to go check it out because it's my favorite
thing
in the whole world. I die.
I love it. I do want to talk about Mad at You a little bit more. Are we getting a music video anytime soon?
I'm filming it tomorrow.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah, I go from here to a fitting, and then I go to Santa Clarita. Oh. I go to Santa Clarita to film my music video tomorrow, and then Friday I leave on tour, and Saturday is my first show.
So when do you sleep?
When I have time.
When you make time.
Yeah. Like last night I went to bed at like 3 and woke up at like 6. Today.
Okay. I do have to ask you, we saw you in August with your then boyfriend, Lil Xan, at the VMAs. You guys looked so in love. Fast forward to a few weeks later. What happened and how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm totally fine.
You seem fine.
Yeah. I think it's just something that we both will move on from, and it's all love, it's all good, you know. I'm confused. That's all I'm going to say is I'm confused, but that's cool. I mean...
Why are you confused?
It was a shock for everybody, I think. Mm-hmm. I didn't know what was going to happen. This isn't, honestly, there's no point in drama, really, just because, tour, EP, Pizza Slime, there's no, like, I'm just like, I just got to focus on me right now. Mm-hmm. And I don't really need to have a boyfriend right now anyways, and I realized that when everything blew up in my face. Like, Noah, just take the time to work on yourself and make yourself happy.
Yeah.
And you don't need a man to make you happy.
Totally.
So that's for all of you girls out there. You do not need a guy to make you happy. That's for sure.
Yeah, I love that. Is it weird?
Except for your dads. Daddies are the best.
Yeah,
My
and
dad
brothers.
and brothers, yeah. Except brothers will get angry at ex-boyfriends. And
Is that what's
they're
happening?
No, they're
Yeah.
just protective. Be careful with brothers and boyfriends. Don't mix.
Yeah. Is it hard to go through stuff like that so publicly?
My whole life's been public. So
Yeah.
it's like it's fine. My
Yeah.
whole life has been public. My whole life. So I was like born at a Billy Ray Cyrus concert, it feels like.
Yeah, I seriously
Yeah.
though. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Let's talk about tour for a second. How do you choose the set list?
How did I choose a set list?
Yeah.
I just want to, I go by flow.
Okay.
I don't know. So, like, I like to, like, keep it flowy in the beginning and then,
Yeah.
like, get to, like, the chill part in the middle. And then I like to come home with, like, the meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Are we
like, the bangers at the end.
Yeah.
Like, the bops.
Are we going to hear any covers of anything?
Totally. I don't want to give away my covers.
Okay.
Because they're, like, I'm really excited for my covers.
Family covers? Like,
No, somebody did guess that I was gonna cover Bluegrass State of Mind, my dad's song that I
Yeah.
have tattooed, and I'm not. And then I was like, damn,
Should
that was
I?
a good
Yeah.
idea. That was a good idea, but we're a week away from tour. I am not.
learning a whole new.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
hard.
Well, my fans are choosing my set list for me.
I saw that you were Instagramming. You
Yeah.
were like, send me your ideas.
Yeah, so we'll see their ideas. I might have to make a couple little changes.
Yeah.
But I think their ideas will be great.
How do you handle being on the road? Because I imagine that it gets kind of lonely. Do you bring anything from home with you?
My
Are you
mom, if I could.
Does she go on the road with you or no?
She's going for the first week.
Okay.
And then, honestly, I'm really tight with my band and everybody, like, around me in the bus and everything. And actually, like, my best friend in the whole world is opening up for me. Her name is Maddie Noyes. She's incredible. Go check her out. So we'll be on the bus together. So that's all I need, really. But I FaceTime hella, like,
Yeah.
like every day.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Just like family members, friends.
Yeah.
All the-
My mom all day. Like, my mom, it's so funny. She'll be in the office, like, where she works and does her production stuff.
Yeah.
And she's so cute whenever it comes
Your
to
mom is
production.
adorable.
Mom's adorable. But she will answer the phone and go, Noah, stop calling me. You are driving me nuts.
I don't
Like,
believe that though.
no, I swear to you, I bet my publicist in the other room is
Yeah.
laughing right now because it's 100% true. She gets so annoyed with me calling her.
Yeah.
Because it is every 5 seconds. She's like, between you and Miley, I can't have me time.
Yeah.
It's like Noah Miley on FaceTime
Yeah.
all day.
What do you guys FaceTime your mom about the most? Like, what do you need?
Everything.
Just
like, it'll
all-
just be like, Mom, the gardener told me this, and this. Mom, I was just in Walmart, and you won't even believe, like, what the
Stop.
lady in aisle 6 did. And my mom was like, why are you calling me about
Yeah,
this?
like, why do
but
I need
then
to know
out of
this?
nowhere, of course, my mom will get like, Mom! Like, crying out of nowhere. And
Yeah.
then she's like, okay, what happened? And then we're all good. And, like, it's very up and down
Yeah.
between the two of us, I think. I mean, she also has 5 kids, so, like, she has that going all day.
She knows. She's like,
She's
Mama
a
Bear.
superwoman.
Yeah. Let's take a few more of these fan questions. Someone just says, Noah, you're the most beautiful woman in the world.
Thank you.
Alyssa says, if a singer wants to start singing like you, where should they start?
Ooh, you could start so many places because there's so many, like, places you can put your music.
Yeah.
You can put it on YouTube. You could put it on Instagram. They now have Insta TV, like Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, everything. There's so many things you can do to get recognized. But what I would do is just, like, start writing and, like, figure out the stuff you enjoy and what, like, relates to you, and just, like, get comfortable with yourself writing and make songs and, like, eventually, like, put it up on YouTube. Like, you don't need a record label to get recognition. Like, there's so many artists to prove that. Like, all of these amazing rappers that, like, are independent and they're just everybody. You can be independent and make it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So do what you want to do because you can do it.
This album, you said that you wrote, obviously, the majority of it. It's very personal. It's a little bit autobiographical, would you say?
Mm-hmm. Totally.
What's your favorite lyric on there? Do you have one?
Oh my God. On the whole EP?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I have to like think of every. It would probably be from Topanga. It's strange how time could turn sweet love to indifference. That's my favorite song, my favorite line.
So real.
Yeah, because it just, when you're in a relationship for a very long time, living with somebody, you suddenly out of nowhere just drift. Sometimes, I guess. And your differences really start to clash, and it's hard when you're around somebody all the time and you become like angry at this person and you fight, and it's like becomes this like toxic environment for you and who you're with. And like in my case, it was something where neither of us wanted to not be together. And so it was just not the right time. And that's all that line is saying, is it's just strange how time can like turn us into different people so suddenly. And we used to agree on everything, and we used to be like best friends, but now out of nowhere, like it's just like things are different. And it's crazy how you can go from like living with somebody to being complete strangers.
Yeah. This is the ex before Lil Xan, though, right?
Yeah, I hate naming it like ex, but yeah.
This is somebody before. I just don't want people to get...
Yeah, I was in a relationship for 2 years, and so...
You were living with somebody when you were 16?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a touchy subject. Let's move on.
Okay, we're going to move on from that. Lots of general love and I love yous coming through right now. Erica says, how many tattoos do you have and what do they mean to you?
I think I have like 15 tattoos, for real.
15? You have 15? Well, a lot of them are on your
A
hands
lot of them
right
are
here.
on my hands, but they're all here.
Yeah.
So I can't really show you, but they're all at my arms and stuff. Like I've got these right here.
Is that the Deathly Hallows? Oh,
This
no.
is Legend of Zelda.
It looked like
And that's a B for Brazen, my brother.
Yeah.
And that's for Alex Turner. That's 4 stars out of 5. He has a song. The Arctic Monkeys have a song called 4 out of 5. It's their like latest.
You have Constantine.
That's my horse that passed away when I was 15. Oh. It's the rock and roll emoji.
Yeah.
But it looks, to me, it looks like a turkey before you cook it, like on Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
I like really don't like it. But it's cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
It's fine. This is Stand Still. That's me and my dad's motto. And then, yeah, there's so many.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Like to explain them all, but Ride or Cry is my favorite.
I love that one. Is that the newest one?
These 2 are the newest.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, and I got a lip tattoo like inside, but I'm not even gonna show because it's not there anymore.
Because it goes away. Yeah, I've heard that's what happens.
It now just looks like weird, like dark veins.
Yeah. No, I want to see it, but I won't do it right now.
No, I'll show you later.
Okay, and then our last fan question I'm going to ask is from Machel. Did you ever think of going to college, or was being a singer the only option?
Ooh. Singing was the only option. No, well, not option. I had many options. We can do whatever we want to do, any of us. But singing was what I wanted to do. And I was not a school person, so college is not for me.
Would you ever go back to school?
No.
Do college? No.
No. I was telling my mom I was gonna take some like online stuff, just on like subjects that I like, but like I don't have time for that right now.
Maybe after the tour and the EP comes out.
Like
you're busy.
I have like this 100-page book that I've gotten like 5 pages in like 2 months. Like it's like I've like literally am just writing my own shit all the time now. So it's like I get so tired.
What is, and then I want to play a little game with you, but what is the biggest lesson that you've learned about relationships and love and yourself? Because that is so much of what this album is.
I mean, you learn a lot, but like, I think, sorry, I'm sorry, I'm reading these. Did you ever think of going to college? Oh. Did we answer all of them?
Yeah, we answered all of them.
Okay. Can you send more fan questions? I feel like we only answered like 2.
Keep sending them, guys.
Yeah,
no one wants
keep
them.
sending them. I like fan questions. Sorry, what was the question?
Just what have you learned most about yourself and about love and as you've grown the past couple years?
About myself,
Yeah.
I think I've learned to accept myself for who I am a little more and not just out of the love stuff, because we talk about it so frequently, that like I just learned a lot about like finding myself and finding out, you know, what I need to do to make myself happy and not make everybody else around me happy. And that was something that I would do before, is like I came absolutely last, and I like was working all the time and like really, really tired, and I just needed some time to like figure my head out.
Yeah.
And then I learned a lot like about social media used to really get to me. And so I learned a lot about not letting that get to me anymore and stuff like that.
Do you read the comments? No.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Comments are stupid.
Yeah.
How is it working with X Tentacion?
Yeah. That's from Haley.
He's a legend. They dropped a new song of his with Lil Peep today. It's beautiful. You should go listen to it. I love X. He's amazing. Again, I am so blessed to have that record. They also asked, and Mustard. DJ Mustard. Mustard on that beat, ho. That's his opening. Mustard on the beat, ho. He's awesome too. He's sick. We just like ordered mashed potatoes and sat in the studio and ate mashed potatoes. I think that's what we had.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to hang in the studio and eat mashed potatoes.
Yeah, we
That
got
sounds
like
fun.
some yummy food.
All right, we're going to play a little game with you. It is called Noah's Good Cry in honor of the EP coming out this Friday. All questions about crying, basically.
Okay.
All right. The movie that you can't watch without crying.
P.S. I Love You.
Oh, so good.
Dude, they added it to Netflix the other day, and I was like, come on, like, don't do this to me.
All the feels.
My roommate came in
Yeah.
in the last scene where she has him read the note to her. And I literally had to stop him because I was like, hold on, I gotta hear this.
Yeah.
I pressed play. I only watched it to watch that scene. Like, I skipped to that scene. If you played it right now, I'd cry. Like, really, like, I just started sobbing, and he goes, well, I'm gonna leave you to do this, and then I'll come back in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because he knew that I definitely needed that. So
Yeah.
when I need a good cry, I put on P.S. I Love You. So if I'm feeling sad and like I need to cry, but I can't get the tears out, then I'll watch something like that, and then I'll get the tears out, and it makes me feel better.
Something nice and sappy. Yeah. The person in your life who makes you cry of laughter.
Oh my gosh, my friend Andrew Wells. He's an amazing producer. He's super awesome. But he makes me cry of laughter too. Like he is probably the most hilarious person in the whole world. And my dad.
Yeah.
But my friend Andrew Wells is the funniest person in the whole world.
The last time that you broke down and just let it all out. Sobbed.
Yesterday, like twice this week. I do that all the time.
Yeah. Well, you're going through.
I'm going through it right now. There's just a lot of like, you know, sometimes life gives you things once and then like you have like a break. And then sometimes it's just like bam, 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 bam. And it's like, ow, like life, slow down for a second.
Yeah.
But it's about I'm going on tour. Everything's good. It's all good vibes, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
Just been like, while I'm home, like, LA is a hectic place, and so it's gonna be good to get out of LA.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're looking forward to tour.
I am. I can't wait to see you guys.
The song that makes you cry.
Glass in the Park, Alex Turner. Yeah.
The best way to bounce back from a cry.
A good laugh. Actually,
Okay.
You know, every time I finish crying, you know when someone will make you laugh after you cry for a long time? That's a really good feeling. It's like the little laugh, and then you're like sniffly, and you're like laughing, and you're kind of still crying. I do that maybe that's just me.
No, because then you
Maybe
realize
I'm the only one that laughs at. Like if somebody makes me laugh, I'll like start crying again because I'm like, you're being so nice.
But no, that's a good feeling though. You're right.
Yeah.
Makes you realize like maybe it's not as bad as you think in the
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
Kind of. Okay, last one is your favorite comfort food when you're feeling like you're gonna cry.
Oh, honey crullers.
What are those?
They're the bomb. They're so good. They're from Tim Hortons in Canada.
Okay.
But you can get them at Dunkin' Donuts as French cruller, but they're my favorite donuts. And
Okay.
I can eat like 10 of them and not like it's like the glazed donuts, if I ate 10 of those, like I'd feel like I was gonna throw up.
Yeah.
But there's something about these honey crullers that I can put down. Like I love honey crullers.
Yeah, I need to try these.
They're my favorite.
So Canada, you can get them though.
You can get them at Dunkin' Donuts here as
Okay.
a French cruller.
Okay.
But in Tim Hortons stock,
Okay.
they're called honey crullers.
Honey crullers. I'm into that. Thank you so much for being here and for
Thank
doing this with
you.
us. Why don't you tell them where they can get the EP on Friday and where to get tour tickets?
Yes, EP is on Friday. It's called Good Cry, and then also the Good Cry tour starts Saturday. My first show is in Fort Lauderdale, so get your tickets, and I can't wait to see you guys. Lots of love.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank
Make sure that
you.
you subscribe, like this video, and we'll see you guys next time.
Hey, bye.